Hey, what's happening? It's Joe with Train Out of Pain. Happy Thursday. Today we're going to be talking about one of the most important things that you should be doing for your sleep, but I know you're not doing now because you're watching this and wondering, Joe, I'm not sleeping. What is this? So I've talked about this a little bit before. And one of the ways that we need to protect melatonin is to protect our eyes. Okay, so we're talking about building melatonin naturally. We're not talking about taking a supplement. That's something that I'll talk about later on. But so if you've been following me for a little while, you know that I was an insomniac for 15 years. If you haven't been following me, here's some news for you. So I was an insomniac for over 15 years, and when I say insomniac at every level, I mean every level. I couldn't fall asleep, I couldn't stay asleep, and I didn't sleep much. My worst week was in 7 days I slept 12 hours. I was hallucinating by the end of that week. I have literally taken every single over-the-counter medication and pharmaceutical drug that there is to be prescribed. And I've stayed up on every single one of them. And I'm not like saying I stayed up for like a couple hours. I stayed up and did not sleep on Ambien, on Restoril, on Valium, all kinds of crazy stuff. I never slept. And about 12, 13 years ago, my doctor finally said, Joe, I just think you need to be studied. So I went on living my life like this for the last 15 years where a great night of sleep was like 5 hours of sleep, and it was always interrupted. Never deep sleep. I never felt rested. I never had any energy. Just felt crappy all of the time. So what did I do to change some things? Now, I have a great focus on circadian rhythm. My idea of circadian rhythm and most people's ideas of circadian rhythm are vastly different. Just shutting off your screens a couple of hours before you go to bed isn't protecting anything for your circadian rhythm. It really isn't, because there's a whole lot of other factors that you're not taking into consideration. So what is the one thing that I recommend everybody do to protect their sleep, protect their melatonin levels? That is blue light blocking glasses. Okay. Now, I'm only wearing these right now just for demonstration purposes. Outside, these should never, ever be worn. Okay, you want to get the full spectrum of light in your eyes. But at night, you need to have these on your face. So once the sun sets, which I highly recommend you watch the sunset, your body will thank you, especially your hormones. Once the sun goes down, you put these on your eyes, and they stay on your face until you see the sun next. Okay? So what I mean by that is, at night, I see the sunset. These go on my eyes. These never come off my face until I go to bed. I go to bed and sleep in a room that is 100% completely void of light. Okay, there's no anything on in my room. I shut off all the power strips. There's no electricity going into any plug in my room. So it's dark. I have blackout curtains. When I wake up in the morning, which I'm either up before the sun or right before the sun, it's still dark in my room, I put these on my face until I go outside and I see the light of the sun in my eyes. Okay? These protect your eyes by blocking the spectrum of blue light that comes from your screens, whether it be your phone, your TV, your tablet, your laptop. Anything that has a screen is going to have a higher level of blue light. Now, there is blue light in the sun, but it is offset by red at all times. All of our screens have this huge spike in the blue, and they're not offset by red. So that's why it's detrimental. And the sunset has very, very little blue in it. It's mostly red. And you have these blue light photoreceptors in your eyes, in your skin, and your subcutaneous fat. It's called melanopsin. And when melanopsin is dysfunctional, it creates a whole downstream effect of a lot of things happening in your body that are not good. Okay? We don't need to get into that right now. But if you want to protect your melatonin levels, again, made naturally, not from a stupid pill. If you want to protect your melatonin levels, if you want to sleep better, then you better be wearing blue light blocking glasses on your face every single night after the sun goes down. Because you have melanopsin receptors in your eyes, and when it sees blue, bye-bye melatonin. That blue can either be from a screen, from a compact fluorescent bulb, from an LED light. All of our lighting nowadays is pretty much heavy in the blue without the red. So you got to protect your melatonin levels by putting blue light blocking glasses on your face. Okay? Now, Where's the best place to get these? If you want, which I highly recommend, if you want to wear these out, because most people, not me, if you go out after the sun goes down, you definitely want these on your eyeballs, because if you're going to go out to eat, yeah, there's going to be crappy lighting there that's going to completely obliterate your melatonin levels. If you go out to the movies, everywhere is going to have lights. So, I'm pretty Nazi-ish about it, where, unfortunately, I don't even have dinner with my wife anymore, because I don't eat after the sun goes down. I don't do much of anything after the sun goes down. Well, I do research, but these are on my face. So, again, blue light blocking glasses are crucial if you want to sleep better. If you're not wearing them, you're not getting the best sleep you can. I promise you. You will sleep incredibly if you put these on your face and you do it consistently. That's exactly the first thing that I did to help my sleep, and I sleep 7 to 9 hours a night every single night now. That's after 15 years of insomnia. So where can you get these glasses? There's a bunch of different manufacturers out there. I have several different manufacturers, and I have found the best ones are from Raw Optics, RAOPTICS.com, rawoptics.com. They are a US-based manufacturer, and they have a ton of different styles too. Now, you can go the cheap route. If you want, message me. I'll tell you where to get them the cheap route. They're about $10 on Amazon. They work just fine. However, you're probably not going to want to be caught dead outside of your house with them. It's like going back to the early 90s and wearing like the Oakley blades. Like, nobody wants to be seen wearing that unless you're a baseball player. Why do they still wear that? I don't know. But there's still another cheap option. I want to make sure that that's still available for people that are on disability, that are on a fixed income. They're not that expensive. I mean, when you think about your health and you think about your sleep, it's worth the investment. I can't overemphasize that. I think I spent like $120 on these, and they have paid themselves back and then some in my sleep dividend that I've had for 15 years. So I encourage you to go to rawoptics.com, check out what they have to offer. If you do decide to pick something up from Raw Optics, use my code word, HEAL, HEAL, and you will get a discount off of your order, okay? Any questions, comments about this, please let me know. If you don't believe me, well, send me a message, and I will send you a few different research papers that you can read yourself, and you can tell if I am full of crap or not, because that's what I encourage all of you to do. I've learned a lot of different stuff, but I always question everything, and I do my own research, regardless of what anybody says, and I encourage you to do the same thing. Just because I'm saying this, just because I have overcome my insomnia, just because I have reversed my fibromyalgia, doesn't mean that you don't need to not question what I'm saying. I encourage you to do that. But again, if you do with this, I'm going to send you some research papers. So, hope you found some great information from this today. Again, comments or questions, hit me up. Love to help you sleep. Doing sleep consultations now too, okay? So, if you really need some help in the sleep department, let me know. Talk to you soon. Have a great rest of your day.